Something so weird happened this morning. I'm waking up, I get dressed, which is this. I go out, I see a beautiful woman. She sees me. She really sees me. It feels like there is a connection between us. She goes somewhere and I'm really still waking up. So I'm I don't really want to talk to her, but I still want to engage in some sort of, interaction between us at some point. I don't want to lose her. But I lost her, man. I fucking lost her. So this is what's so crazy. So I write this note hey, it's too early. Here's my number. But when she comes out again, from where she was, she's crying. And I'm just I just stop and I'm just wow, that's real tears. Oof, that's deep. And I feel I probably interfere with her by giving her my number. Because she is something else. And then there comes this guy who's also deeply in himself. And I'm just they've probably been together and he has rejected her. Fuck, she was just crying. And then I just let this scenery happen and she goes away. And I regret this. I regret not giving her my number because I think that would have really made her happy. In the midst of the pain that she was going through, just receiving this hey, I am, even though this guy is not accepting you because of his stuff, I am. There is another guy accepting you, appreciating your beauty and wanting to here's a gift and here's a sign, here's a validation, here's a telephone number. So yeah, and also yesterday I noticed there was this beautiful girl who was really beautiful yesterday, and I just see her eyes and I'm wow, and my body starts walking towards her already. I do this thing so many times. I love it. I love it. This when my body just begins to I'm okay, I'm going here. And what I say to her is wow, you're beautiful. It just comes out so naturally. And she's almost every woman responds very positively to this. Because it's really coming from, I can tell you what I think is beautiful about you, because that's right now why I'm here. She had beautiful eyes. Really beautiful eyes. And so I'm just expressing this. I'm just hey, you're beautiful. And she's really able to hold space for it. She's she's wow. Our bodies are dancing together. And it's oh, this is oh, I'm really enjoying this moment, just expressing this. And yeah. And the third thing I come to think about now after having shared this is wow, holy fuck, that's a cool thing. Oh, she filmed that. It's in the tree there. I think that's a fucking beehive. Just right there, I think. Damn, that's a huge living thing that's just moving, and it's a lot of insects. Wow. Okay, that's the fourth, that's the bonus. So the third thing is yesterday. Oh, this is a good one. So I'm just driving on my motorcycle and I see this beautiful babe that is just so beautiful. She's just so she's wearing a dress looking at a dress in a shop, and I'm just like, should I stop? You know, should I stop? No, it's like, yeah, yes, no. I just feel into it, and I'm just like, okay. I seem to be really hesitating if to continue driving or stop, so I stop for myself, and I just stop. And now I feel like, yeah, and she's like really standing there looking at this dress, and I'm just like, this is a good opportunity to talk to her. Like, at the same time, like really enjoying like her beauty, and also my own like courage and bravery to follow my inspiration. It's just so funny to be myself in that moment, you know? So I step off my motorcycle and I walk up to her. And I just say like what you see. Like what you see, I say, because she's like looking at this dress, and I'm like what you see? Do you like what you see? And she's now she doesn't even have time to respond before I say, because I do. And she's just like, wow, like this guy is flirting with me. We have eye contact, and she's just like, oh, she's deep. So we're like looking at each other's eyes, and it's like, she's like, wow, you know, this guy just expressed himself to me. Like, that's brave, and that's really like, that's really what I feel, you know, because when you're saying like, this is my real intention for being here, I think, you know, this about you, then women can feel that and they become present. So we're standing there having eye contact. She dropped the dress completely. Maybe she's touching it still, I don't know. And we were really looking into each other's eyes. And I was just like, and there is like a real connection between us. And she was like, oh, wow. And she's like, I have a husband. Like this, but she's still remaining the eye contact. And I'm just like, wow. Like, she's honest to me, you know, and we're still keeping the eye contact. It was like, I have a husband, and then it was like, yes, you have a husband, but we're still remaining in the connection. So it's not like a rejection. It's like more like when someone disconnects, you know, when it becomes too much emotion and one of them disconnects, but we're still standing there like really enjoying. And I don't know if I say something, maybe like thank you, and I feel that we still have the connection. And then I continue my ride.